Hi Glendale, I'm Meg Keller, and you're watching the Glendale 411. The Dickerson Park Zoo has welcomed a new baby giraffe to the family. Connor Skinner and Ryan Harp have the story.
May 3rd, the Dickerson Park Zoo welcomed a new giraffe into their family of animals.
So my name is Lauren Lockwood. I am a zookeeper at the Dickerson Park Zoo. I'm also one of the giraffe trainers here at the zoo. Millie is her mom, and she is 5 years old, and then he's a little boy, and so we don't have a name for him yet. We're still kind of figuring out names. And he was born very healthy. He was born a little bit premature. He stands about 4.5 or 5 feet tall. Normally giraffe babies stand about 5 to 6 feet tall, so he's just a little bit smaller. He did have a little bit of trouble walking his first couple of days. He was pretty wobbly, but he soon got over that. Now he runs around in the yard. He's nursing really well. His mom takes really, really good care of him. She checks on him a lot, so he's doing really well.
Mostly it's a lot of observation for us. After it gets up moving a little bit longer and it can bond with mom for a little bit, we'll do a quick grab of it and just clean the umbilical cord area, draw blood to test for stuff, and just simple care like that, but a lot of it's all on mom. Mom will basically do it. We have another baby that's like 8 months old, and she's finally getting weaned off and eating grain all the time and taking care of herself for the most part. So it'll be pretty close to mom for that. It'll start trying to eat grain about 6 months, and by usually like 8, 9 months, it's off of milk. It's doing everything an adult will do. It's up with the herd all the time. It's just not quite as big.
We monitor the breeding of our giraffes pretty closely. So once that stopped, we figured she was pregnant. But then we also did some blood work on her. She's trained to stand for a voluntary blood draw. So we were able to send that out and confirm she was pregnant. She started showing that she was pregnant kind of in her belly and everything. About 3 or 4 months ago, we really noticed that she was kind of filling out around her belly area.
Good publicity for the zoo and giraffes. Anytime there's a baby, people want to come see babies. Babies are a good thing. Now, we don't just have babies to have babies though. We do go through recommendations to the species survival plan for endangered animals like giraffes. We only breed what we're supposed to breed. That way we keep genetic lines intact, keep genetic diversity good throughout zoos in the country. Because she is related, a lot of the babies, Grady's first babies that he's having right now, especially now this one's a boy, will have to leave eventually, either to become a breeding male somewhere else or join a bachelor group somewhere.
Boot sandals are gaining national attention. Tanner Brady has the story.
Scotty Franklin, a Springfield native, has been making boot sandals since 2015.
Well, boot sandals are a blend between regular boots and flip-flop style sandals. What gave me the idea to build the boot sandal was I was in Gulf Shores, Alabama several years ago. I saw a guy wearing a pair of cowboy boots on the beach, and I thought how uncomfortable it had to be due to the fact of the heat and then also the sand too as well. So then I looked down at my flip-flops, and I decided to come home and take an old pair of cowboy boots and cut them out, and it was just a joke, and then it just exploded from there.
What I think about the concept of a boot sandal, I think it's great for anything because, you know, you're taking a worn out boot and you're repurposing it. I mean, it's a great deal. So you're getting more life out of a boot that's already worn out or something like that. So that's fun, you know, and anything to use with a, you know, more use out of a boot, that's great.
No, originally I did not expect it to turn out this big. It was just a joke. We've been featured all over the world. All over different countries, Mexico, Italy, Australia, based from, it all started from social media is where it originated from. Right now people just send their boots to me, and then once I get the boots, I call them, let them know, hey, we received them, and then that they're going into remanufacturing. Then we remanufacture them. As soon as they're done, you know, we call them back and we ship them back, give them a tracking number, and they get their boots back, and just like they were to come out of the factory like that. So now we're getting ready to start manufacturing them, and we're still in the works on that.
For more information on boot sandals, visit redneckbootsandals.com or call them at 417-860-6329.
You may have noticed metal boxes titled AED around at Glendale. Harper Brady and Chase Cantrell give you the details.
Springfield Public Schools was recently given a grant to implement automated external defibrillators into our schools. While other schools only were given 1, Glendale was given 7. Glendale's nurse and athletic trainer talk about how AEDs make schools safer.
Schools are safer with the AED because it's a quicker way to help restart the heart. So with AEDs, we use those in combined with calling 911 right away. You want to do that. Start CPR, and then early defibrillation. And those 3 things combined can help increase survival rate. Anybody who's been first responder trained to use the AED can use the AED. So we're working on getting staff trained. Of course, I'm trained. School police are trained. The athletic trainers have had their training, and Glendale administration has been trained.
As far as automated external defibrillators go, using in the athletic setting, as the athletic trainer here, I have one in an emergency bag that goes with me to every athletic event, whether that's practice, home games, or road games. It has the AED, so if someone does suffer from sudden cardiac arrest, we are able to implement AED use, hopefully to restore that natural heart rhythm and bring them back to life.
We have 7 AEDs at Glendale, and we've placed those where we have easy access from all areas of the building. The AEDs are very user-friendly. Of course, we do the training, so you can have a hands-on approach with the training, so staff can actually practice. But once you open up the AED, it walks you completely through the process, and it talks you through exactly where to place the pads, exactly when to push a button, and when to start CPR and stop CPR. So it's very user-friendly. So, get your training and you can use an AED.
But it does save that step of waiting for the ambulance. If you already have them, you can use it. They're easy to use. You open it, it has word-for-word instructions, pictures on how to place the pads, and all you have to do is follow the instructions. Don't be scared by them. Like I said, you open it and it'll give you the prompts. You can't really use it improperly as long as you follow the instructions and put the pads in the right spot.
The AEDs are known to help with the survival rate. For every minute that we don't have an electrical shock and a rhythm that can be shocked, there's a 7 to 10% decrease in risk of survival rate. So for every minute that we can get electricity to a heart that can use electricity to be restarted, we can save lives.
It's definitely better to be prepared in case of an emergency rather than have an emergency happen and then wish you had something to handle it.
With summer approaching, many festivals are taking place across the Ozarks. Michelle Lewis and Sarah Snelson bring you the story.
The Springfield Regional Arts Council annually holds Arts Fest in downtown Springfield. It is a large event that offers many opportunities for the local art community.
So Arts Fest is the largest fine arts festival in Southwest Missouri. We have been going strong for about 38 years. We have more than 140 artists on the street, and we also have a lot of live music and performers on 6 stages.
It's not going into a gallery where you have a small amount of work and it can be kind of stuffy sometimes. This way you can actually see, hundreds of different artists in one day that offers them the chance to just get to meet artists in person, to see a lot of work, and actually talk to them and ask them questions and get to know the person that makes the work.
Lillian reflects on Arts Fest's humble beginnings and how it has grown in the past few years.
Whenever Arts Fest started 38 years ago, it was in Phelps Grove Park, and it was kind of a smaller collaboration between just some local art lovers. So obviously it's grown on a huge scale to have over 140 artists and to stretch all the way down Walnut Street. It is really special, not only because it's a great place to purchase art and check out, kind of explore new artists, but it is also a way to put Springfield on the map for artists around the country. So we actually have people coming from all over.
Although Arts Fest draws a crowd from all over the country, it still personally impacts the Ozarks.
I am a Springfield native. I've been here my whole life, went to high school here, went to college here, and Arts Fest has always been a really big part of my life. I think it's definitely the best weekend of the year, and the best thing about Arts Fest is knowing that I am supporting small businesses and small artists while also picking up some really great pieces for my home.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out our social media at the Glendale 411 for more content. Signing out for the last time this year, I'm Meg Keller.